Thanks everyone for being here today on this lovely Friday. I hope it's sunny where you are. It definitely is in New York, and it's a nice change. So we're grateful. We are very grateful today, and we're super excited for Glint 2.5 for all of you being here. Thank you for signing up. Thank you for taking these 10 minutes out of your day. We got some really good feedback from last time's Glint 2.0 launch. Wow, I'm so excited. I'm seeing so many awesome faces on my screen. I'm just like happy right now. I only see like 4 locks, but I see like Lori and Tracy. Hey, everyone. Okay. In the spirit of keeping this short, bite-sized, I'm super excited to tell you all about Glint 2.5. In this edition launch today, as you know, it's very hard to add more things for you to make the product better and better, to make Glint where it needs to be. Today I have about 5 short things to show you that will change the way you think about Glint. I showed this to one of my friends who's very renowned in the space. When I first showed this to her about a month, she said to me, "This is one of 3 paradigm shifts I've had in my career as an," and I just thought that was really awesome. So without further ado, let's right in. And today I'm also taking a different format. I'm actually have some examples from out in the community that we've done more that I'll be featuring here today. So super excited to show. All right, let's jump right in, everyone. So welcome to the Glint you know and love. However, behind the scenes, beautiful scenes that you're realizing on Glint, there's something innately different about the underlying system. We have now had hundreds of thousands of data on our platform. I'm very serious about this number, and the upward trajectory is astounding. If you saw the back-end data on how many are being created, it's amazing. What we were able to do is figure out what exactly we need to build next, which was training the model to get better. Glint uses a very proprietary way we curate your outputs for you. We wanted this to be a system that speaks like you. It speaks like an educator, like a speech therapist, like someone who actually works in the space. So part of that was upgrading the backend. We have now trained Glint on thousands of books, movies, TV shows, and even current events. So we're actually going to take a look at how that looks today. What if I wanted to go do a little social story? And for this social story, I'm going to be creating one about a really awesome topic. Did anyone see the little spaceship launch we had? What if I were to take this link and put this into my social story template? What would happen here? Glint can now crunch anything from internet links to titles of movies to TV shows. I actually had someone come to me the other day and say K-pop Demon Hunters. I said, what even is that? But you know what? Now Glint will know what K-pop Demon Hunters is and write about it and talk about it and be able to have your materials curated just for you. So we asked for the Artemis launch in an elementary format. Our social story is here based on the link. That is item number 1. The model has just become incredibly advanced. It knows books like The Hungry Caterpillar. It knows all these books that you're probably working with. If it doesn't work for one of your books, you know the drill. Place it right in here for your support. We'll get it added for you. So that is reveal number 1. So number 2, let's talk about, like, we can even do a little book showcase as well. I had one of our team members, Alexis, tell me about Stella Luna. So I'm actually going to use that for the WH questions template. We'll go ahead and choose WH questions and say major events in Stella Luna. This is what she asked me to create. today. Let's showcase the book knowledge and see how it comes out. Granted, I've not read the book. I'm going to trust here. But here we go. The book knowledge is embedded, and we have it all here just for you. Okay. Number 3, something that many of you may have already noticed already. New addition. One of our biggest requests from the community has been, we love activities. Oops, that's a special one. We'll talk about that later. New activities, tic-tac-toe, dots and boxes, spinners, and dice have all come out in the past couple of weeks, and we've now honed in on them to make them better and better. We'll do a little tic-tac-toe example. We'll type in words with R controlled vowel, and we'll see how we do it. Just in the spirit of more interactivity with Glint, we're seeing how people are using these. We're seeing how it's being worked on in one-on-one sessions. You'll also notice, guys, sometimes then we'll ask you a follow-up question. We've done this to also enhance some of your outputs. So if you've asked a question, oftentimes then we'll pop up and say, hey, did you mean this or did you mean that? Let's hone in on what you want. But if you wanted, we could always click use my prompt as is. That means just take in what I put in originally. Oh, awesome, Karen. The current events, yes. So there you go. Interactivity
Car,
at its finest.
bird,
Can I wing
star, fork, chair.
with the voice output? Here we go. All right. So that was the third thing I wanted to show you all. Going forward, the next amazing creation that we did leak a little bit in one of our emails, we heard the community hearing about real images. Stick figure images can only get us so far. When we're thinking about appealing to the entire world, the entire environment, and creating such inclusive learning environments, we know that real images are such an important factor about what we do. So in that spirit, we've now included the Google images as a default for any template going forward. If you wanted to create a template, you can go ahead and click on the default and type right in. I'm going to type in Central Park in New York. Central Park, we're making a simple grid right now with Google Images as the. Let's see how it comes out and crunches it for us. And I will say the team worked hard on this one. Just think about the variety of results that were to come if you were to use Google Images, right? We have to be very intentional about how we're filtering out and making things better for you. So these are all real photos from Central Park based on the words that we wanted. This is available now for any template. Any template you want, you can now do. One quick thing I'd be remiss not to mention that I just think everyone is like, I'm in love with personally. People miss this button. We probably have to make it prettier. But when you're editing a visual and you click on an item and you're using a Google image, notice that there's a remove background button. I don't know why people miss it. I think it's because it's like a little dark. So I've been telling Scott, hey, let's like Glintify this button. Let's make it nice. But what it does is it can crop your image. If you want it to look extra nice, you can crop it like that. So just for you to know, that's available. Alrighty. That is Google Images. I'm super happy about that one. Now, final two things as we're coming up on time. There are two awesome last things. Recently, I saw this in one of the Facebook groups that I really loved a lot. Someone posted this and they said something about phrases for a child to use at a playground. And this is what they created. Came out really nicely, right? They put this in, they said, give me these phrases.
Can I play?
This is an example of one of the links, as you might imagine, that we're sharing. If you have a Glint account and someone sends you a link or a QR code and you're logged in, you will now see something that says Remix. Remix on the top right allows you to click that button and it gives you that visual to edit. So now you can come in working with that exact one that someone has shared with you. This is only if you have a Glint account right now, you are good to go. Okay. Now, last but not least, I do have to go find this one because it's very fresh. This is like the freshest update I'll probably show you in a very long time. And this is courtesy of Alexis. Alexis is one of our team members that's been so impactful for some of the work we've been doing recently and thinking about use cases and thinking about how we're building out what we build out. And she made this beautiful board for her family. This board is Toy Story board. Now, what's so special about it is this.
To infinity and beyond.
How do we do that? We did it because there's a new option. If we go back here, brand new option for embedding YouTube links and videos into buttons. You are now able to take these videos, put them right into anything you want, and share them out. So we heard the videos piece, and this is now an option. So I'm going to end it here. That's really all I wanted to show you today as a bite size. We call it Glint 2.5 because little foreshadowing for you all. You might have seen some sneak peeks to other buttons that like don't exist for you right now. That's because we have some crazy things coming out very soon. It's going to break the way you think about visuals. It's going to take your life and your experience to the next level. So hopefully we are so excited to launch that. That's Glint 3.0. Estimated, give us like 3 weeks or so. We're currently beta testing some of these amazing features with our Glint districts. Our Glint districts will be the first to get it, and then we will go from there and launch it to the rest of the world. Last announcement. On Monday, I'm hoping to launch a really exciting initiative based on a lot of the new autonomy and independence we're bringing to the community. So we've been seeing how QR codes and links have been changing the way that our learners are participating for activities of daily living, for ordering items and, requesting or working in environments. I have a very big announcement. Stay tuned. I'll first announce it on LinkedIn. So if you're not following me on there, definitely tune in, check it out. But we're going to be releasing something free to the entire world on Monday that all of you will have access to. So again, thanks so much for coming. I'm now going to monitor the chat because I totally have like missed that the whole time because I was talking. And